Hello and welcome to day 382 of An Album a Day, going through my vinyl and media collection one at a time. I'm actually recording today's video, tomorrow's video today, which will be today for you when you see it. So your yesterday is when I'm recording today, but why wait till tomorrow to record tomorrow today? I don't even know where I'm going with this, but got a couple of things actually. Before I get into today's video, I have a piece of mail that I received from my friend Peter from the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. I just sent him something, he just sent me something, and we have this little, mail and postcard thing that we do with our group in our text group chat thingy. With the guys in the Deep Purple podcast and the guys in the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete, and then our friends Rich and Steve. So anyway, I got something from Peter. I have no idea what it is. We don't usually tell each other, or any of us really say anything when we're sending anything out, unless it's like to be opened on the podcast, but I'm like 4 months ahead in podcasts. So by the time that I got to an episode that I haven't recorded yet, this would be, I'm sure, long forgotten by Pete that he even sent it. So I have no idea what's in here. I'm going to check it out. Pete has been traveling down to Florida, so maybe it's a Florida type thing. Let's see here. So let's see. This was sent on December 31st. It is October 10th, February 10th as I'm recording this. And that is really weird. So very happy New Year to you. Looking forward to meeting on the Haskincast again in 2026. So he and Mark from the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete have been on both my shows, Deep Purple Smoke on the podcast and the Haskincast, and always have fun with them. I've also been on their show, the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. We've all been on the Deep Purple podcast together and separately. So there was that. Then there's an update so that was in black ink, I should say, the 12/31/2025 note. There is an update in red ink from 1/31/2026, which makes a lot more sense. This is why I'm only getting it now. And it says, Scott, this got bounced by the post office. Back at you, Pete. Yeah, I'm not surprised, because I've had nothing but problems with my post office here. I'm really tired of dealing with them, but a few more months and I won't have to worry about that anymore. It looks like, oh, very cool. This is a cozy from south of the border, Hamer, South Carolina, South Carolina, maybe, because there's only one M. Very nice. I love the colors of it. It's really psychedelic. Very cool. Thank you, Pete. I'm going to enjoy this, and it looks perfectly can-sized. So, oh, really like the bottom too. Love those colors. I love purple and red and blue. Really favorite colors of mine. In fact, I thought about it so much. When I finally get to the point where I can buy a house and I set up my studio, and thinking about, what do I want to do with the walls and the colors and all that. Boy, I thought about like just red and blue and purple swirls and stuff on the wall, just kind of where I could just repaint anytime, or just paint a portion anytime and change the room and just make it an ongoing art project, which could be fun. It also could be really annoying. I don't know. But let's get to our album today. This is a very special one and a special sub-collection of a collection of a collection. This is going to be a sealed album that I just received today, as well as the day that I got yesterday's album from Gladiator, which was really cool. But I had to go pick this one up because there was no place to deliver it, even though I'm right on the other side of my fucking door all day. So this goes back to a re-release of a 1973 album that was reissued in 2019 for the special Rocktober. And this is sealed, guys. I'm really excited to get it because there was only, I think, like 2,500 copies made of each one of these, as far as I know. Some of them may have had more. But there's something really interesting about this, which I'll get to after I look at the album. But you can see I'm opening it for the very first time. Kind of like the Madonna song. I always forget to put the lead back in the pencil so that I can just use it as an opener. And I was so excited that I found this for such a good deal. Really awesome seller on Discogs, which is cool because I'm now trying to deal with them for the 245s that I ordered in October from England that I still don't have. The seller has just disappeared and not refunded my money, not been responding for some weeks now. And I finally reached out to Discogs. They've been pretty good in the past. They sent me their typical introductory email of press the seller not responding button. But after a certain time, that button goes away. And when you're dealing with international orders, you say, okay, there's some problems with customs. Well, now you're looking at potentially another month. So now it's been over 3 months. I finally reached out to Discogs. They sent me that typical customary email. I responded to that stating that the button doesn't exist, which I said in my initial email to them, but I think that first one's kind of an automated one. So I'm just waiting for somebody to look at it so I can either get some updated information on where it is or get my money back, which is a shame because I really wanted what was in it. But anyway, we're talking about Who Do We Think We Are. Love this album, absolutely love this album. One of my favorite Deep Purple songs is on here. As much as I hate to use the F word, we have the Rocktober sticker, and then we have the back. So it's all the original restored artwork and all that. Nothing tainting the album cover saying, hey, this is a special edition or whatever. Now, it does appear that this might be a gatefold. In fact, I'm going to say it is a gatefold. Yeah, it appears to be. But I'm not going to open that now. I'm going to preserve the album cover for now in the original cellophane. Maybe someday I will decide I don't care anymore and I will pull the whole thing out. So let's take a look at the album. We have nothing else there, no lyric sheet, although the lyrics, there may be lyrics on the inside. We'll see, or is there? Don't think. Oh. Boy, I cannot tell, and I don't want to rip that out. So there could be a lyric sheet in here. There's some sort of thick cardboard, but it could just be the other side of the, yeah, I think it's just the other side of the gatefold. So I don't want to mess with that. But it goes back to the original classic Warner Brothers green labels that you could get. So there was the, the palm tree label, and then there was the green label, and then they had some that were like white label promos and stuff. But this goes back to the green label. But they've changed the Warner Brothers logo to this weird orange thing that I don't understand. But that's okay, because I don't really sit here and look at logos. But another beautiful purple vinyl, as you can see, part of that series of Rhino reissues for the record store day or the Rocktober day, whichever it was, Rocktober Rhino in purple vinyl. Now, here's what's interesting. So this leaves me, I think, 3 albums left to get in this series, of the reissues, but one I have not shown you is Machine Head, and that is because Machine Head, not only don't I have it, but because it doesn't exist. There is a Rocktober issue of Machine Head, but it is not in purple vinyl. So that's, to me, very strange. That was the Frank Zappa, or the Dweezil Zappa remix, remaster thingy that came out a couple years ago. That was stickered as a Rocktober release, but just on regular black vinyl, as far as I can tell. So, that's kind of interesting. I like the green label. I think the green label looks kind of weird with the purple, but that's okay. I think wasn't In Rock was like that too, if I'm not mistaken. But that leaves me down to 3. So I'm missing Fireball, which is a little harder to find, a little more expensive. Made in Japan, that's a little more expensive because it's a double album, obviously. And then Made in Europe, because I have Last Concert in Japan already. So they reissued some good albums throughout that time in the series. You're really looking at In Rock through Come Taste the Band and a couple of those live albums in between. I'm still a little surprised that Last Concert in Japan was part of that, since it's kind of a polarizing album with Tommy being incapacitated, but that's okay. There's still some good stuff on there. And really interesting. So lots of good stuff today. Just to let you guys know, there is our final episode of the Haskincast podcast with Mark Roback from the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete, where we're talking about TV themes. We're also digging into another box set from Cherry Red Records for the rest of the week, starting Wednesday and going through Friday. And then Saturday is Mark's final episode on the TV themes. So a little bit of double duty again this week. I'm posting podcasts, but lots of cool stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And our regular schedule for Deep Purple Smoke on the podcast coming out on Thursday and Friday. We are already into the Whoosh album, guys. And boy, it seems like this podcast is flying, although I've been doing it over a year now. Hard to believe that, but 4 episodes a week for over a year. Pretty brutal schedule. I did the same with Uriah Heep the Magician's podcast, but kind of ran out of stuff waiting for them to put out the new album. So there was a little bit of a gap there at the end where nothing was coming out because I had covered everything. And with Deep Purple Smoke in the podcast, I don't think we'll have that problem because the new album coming out in June, plus my bonus episode seasons, I have 2 of those coming. So I think it's going to be fairly consistent, ending sometime in July or potentially August. But either way, yeah, that's going well. So anyway, check it out, guys. Who do we think we are? Deep Purple, Purple Vinyl, Warner Rhino reissue. Really cool stuff. I love having these in my collection. It just makes me smile. I hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, and thanks, Pete.